Hell yeah.
Nice.
Man. So speaking of John, so like we were talking about the death of Kenko and shit. So what sparked PNW after the death of the co?
It was definitely during the death of the co. So we had been working on this design, and it honestly was like I had been doing some calipering on a kendama, changing some dimensions, and John had kind of gotten in on it and everything. And so we had like this idea, and it was during the downfall of the co. Like Dan had already gone back to Washington. It was just John and I in the warehouse. Like John was having to do all the like posts of like, you know, making this post for the next batch of whatever's getting liquidated. Mm-hmm. And I'm doing like I'm doing mad inventory every day. Packing, you know, I think by myself, I'd pack like 170 plus boxes a day in orders. Because everything was so cheap, you know, we were just like throwing it out the door. I might as well have been throwing it out. And so, yeah, it's just like a couple, you know, downtime here and there. And it was just like something that got boiled, like, you know, just started working on. And Grant came in, and Grant's like,
sloth,
I got some money. And Grant had some money, and we had some money. So went with that and literally made like a down payment on at a wood turner for a wood turner, and went through them. And it just happened. It was Sweets' homegrown factory.
Oh,
you know,
I didn't know.
Yeah, and we went through that. Yeah, but we went through like some of their other shit. Like pretty much how we got our stuff made was they'd have leftovers what they didn't use for some stuff, and they'd just make our kendamas out of it.
Huh.
For our first like batch. Yeah. This wasn't forever.
Yeah.
You know. So then we started getting some samples, and we started throwing some samples around. Okay, let's make the cup a little bigger, the bevel a little and we were doing like, and I mean like unnoticeable changes, really. Mm-hmm. Just, you know, like just those small dimensional changes that make it not a copyrighted item, pretty much.
Totally, yeah.
And so, yeah, and then that's kind of like how PNW really came into play, was just John being a cinematographer, videographer, like type of the background of it. We had, you know, I was the pro pretty much. And then we picked up Soma. Mm-hmm. Like that was just like, holy shit. We grabbed like a golden child ticket.
Yeah. Poor Soma.
And then like, so we had us Javin, then we had Kaz, and Kaz was just like hype man, you know, on the front, hype man for sure. And, you know, Grant. And so we went with it. We just went with it, you know, kind of, but just not knowing what the hell we were doing. Went with it. Had John did everything that involved pretty much the computer and the camera.
Well, I'm sure you guys must have had some good grip working for Kenko.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know, definitely had the grasp of how to market and everything, and how to design. I mean, honestly, like how to design a kendama was really easy for me. Like, granted, you had so much to go off of already, though. That's why you had so much. I had so much at hand that I could go off of and be like, "This is good. This is good. This is good." Put it here, you know, easy as that. And the company would do it. The manufacturer would do it. So, saying I designed a kendama as much because it's just stealing properties of different items and putting them together.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just taking ideas and inspiration from other ones, right? Like, I mean, like you said, you're changing it a little bit and shit, so you're not actually just taking it.
Oh no, exactly.
Right? Yeah,
I would definitely changing
it's
it.
a funny way to put it.
Right. But it wasn't like a massive. Yeah.
And
it wasn't a massive change like what we saw. What Chrome did with the sleigh dogs and all these new now.
Oh no, yeah. When those things came out, I was just like, that's like a whole cup extra.
Dude, yeah, seriously.
That's how it felt.
Yeah, because those PNWs, they were still like
all standard.
2014, standard size. That small cup is a fucking small cup.
Yeah. The bevel had a little bit different of an angle, you know, a longer bevel lay-in bevel, and then just a little bit wider, you know, and then like the cup edges, the topping of the cup edges, like the edging was a little bit wider to give it the feel of it being bigger, but it was just to add weight.
Yeah.
It's just to add weight for lunar.
Yeah.
You know.
So then,
so
and then all of your pro mods were all natural. Is that because you were done at the where they did the homegrown, so they didn't have any paint?
Yeah, we didn't have any paint, and you know, we kind of all had the same thought of like, let's do a run, just a straight run of all wood, just natty.
Yeah.
And you know, just here's a selection of wood. You got 6 different wood types. Go for it. Purple Heart, Zerano. You know, like you had like all the wood.
Yeah, you guys had some good laminations. Actually, they were sick.
Yeah, dude. I still have like a freshie of my walnut dub stripe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And man, that thing, the tracking on that thing is just awesome. But it was just literally like a homegrown dub stripe walnut, but just a thick stripe.
Right. Yeah.
And it was something I've been wanting to see on a kendama forever. It wasn't like, I don't know. I was just like, I just want 2 finger thick stripes, like across the tama.
Yeah.
Like legit one.
Yeah.
And then everyone else, like Kaz did Purple Heart, Paduk, and like walnut, or like, I don't know. And someone did just a Paduk, the 3 little ones at the bottom. That was the hot seller, dude.
Yeah, that one was sick.
Yeah, Kaz did a peanut butter and jelly is what he called it, because it was Paduk. It was because it was. I think it was shit. I can't remember if it was hickory. No, it wasn't elm. It might have just been maple. I think it was just maple, Paduk, Purple Heart, Paduk, maple. So it looked like peanut butter and then jelly in the middle.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so funny.